So, Solutions and Other Problems. The sequel to Hyperbole in Half, the blog, comic, comedian, autobiography thing that took the internet by storm, 7 years ago? Written by Allie Brosh and the starter of many memes. All the memes! Hyperbole in a Half really set the bar for comedy on the internet and changed the face of the internet. Solutions and Other Problems has the same quality of humor in it. A lot of it. However, it focuses more on the problems of the world and the author and all the things that happen to go wrong one after the other after the success of Hyperbole in Half. Not because of Hyperbole in Half, maybe because of Hyperbole in Half with some of them, but not for most of them. Hyperbole in Half didn't give her medical problems. Solutions and Other Problems starts out with a couple stories that, oh my god, they make me laugh so hard. And then they transition to stories like dead pets, dead family members, dead... a lot of death. They transition to broken relationships, to stories about how the world is unfair, and how nothing has a point. And there's this sense of nihilism, and the sense of just dealing with the nihilism of the story, and teaching kids that nothing really matters. And at the end of the book, the message is you need to be a friend to yourself when you're alone, and you need to have that sense of weirdness, and you need to be okay with yourself. And from Hyperbole in Half, the big message was, you're weird, I'm weird, the world's weird, everyone's weird in your own way, and we should be happy with that. And it's good to be in this little weird bubble, and things don't make sense, and things are illogical, and things are emotional, and it makes you feel okay. It makes you feel like part of a group. At the end of this book, I'm worried for Allie Brosh. I feel like the nihilism is her trying to come to terms with all the bad things that have happened at that point. It feels like someone is in pain to me, and they're trying to work through it. The comedy's still there. It ends on an uplifting note, but there's a lot of pain in this text. There's a lot of comedy within this text, a lot of very great comedy within this text, but then it goes to problems, sadness, and all the struggles of life. And I was still along for the ride. It's still great work, and I feel a deep sense of, I guess sympathy is the right word, maybe empathy. It's still hilarious. It still feels good at the end to read this. But there's a lot of sadness within this text, and I would understand if most readers just don't want to deal with that when they go into a comedy text. For me, it made me feel a deep sense of empathy with the author. However, I left with a deep sense of concern instead of energy like I did with the first book. If that great humor and empathy is something that seems right for you, then I recommend Solutions and Other Problems. Oh, I've been working every day to get this problem squared away, but at the end of the day I realized the problem was me.